Hello students, today I am going to do the Department of Education Central Province Year-End Evaluation 2018 and this is paper 1. You get 2 hours. So you get 2 parts. Part A, 25 small questions and part B, you get 5 long questions. So part A, 25 questions, you can spend 1 hour for that. You can spend 2 minutes and 24 seconds. And in part B, you can spend 12 minutes per question. And you have to answer all the questions in the spaces provided in part A as well as part B. So we'll look at how we can do this paper. So it's better you do it first and check my video. So part A, so try now 1 to 6 questions. I'll do each question separately. So this is the space given, so you can write down the answers here. Question number 1. 6% annual rate is charged for a house of annual assessed value of 30,000 rupees. Find the rates charged per year. So how you find out the rates? Rates is equal to 6%. 6% means 6 over 100 into the value is 30,000. Now simplify. 2 zeros get cancelled out. 6 times 3, 18. And 2 zeros, 1,800. So you get 2 marks. 1 mark for this method and 1 mark for the answer. Question number 2. In the given Venn diagram, shade the region represent A intersection B dash. So dash is only for B. So what is that? Not B but intersects with A. So which region? So you get this region. B dash means you close the circle B dash but intersects with A. So this is the region. So you get 2 marks for that. Question number 2. 5 men needs 4 days to remove a heap of soil completely from a land. Men and days. 5 men, 4 days. Then after working for 3 days. So 3 days, same number of men. Find the remaining part of work in man days. So what? When you calculate man days for the whole work, what's that? 5 times 4, 20. So 3 days they worked. So that means man days, 5 times 3, 15. So what is the remaining? Number of man days. You can subtract. You can subtract 15 from 20. That's 5 man days. So you get 2 marks, 1 for the answer and 1 for the method. Question number 4. If x plus 1, 2x plus 3 and 3x plus 5 are 3 consecutive terms of an arithmetic progression, find the common difference and next term. So how you find the common difference? So you subtract any term minus the previous term is the common difference. You can find out common difference by take any term. We'll take 2x plus 3. Subtract the previous term. That's x plus 1. Make sure that you put brackets. Now simplify. This is minus x and minus 1. So 2x minus x is x. 3 minus 1 is plus 2. So you get 1 mark there. How you find out the next term? Next term you can find using the same thing. Difference is x plus 2. You add the difference to the last term given. So 3x plus 5 is given. Add x plus 2 to get the next term. 3x plus x is 4x. 5 plus 2, 7. So you get 1 mark for finding the difference and 1 mark for finding the next term. Simplify algebraic fractions, division there. So how you do that? You write down the first fraction as it is and convert the division to multiplication by taking the reciprocal. Take upside down. Now simplify. You get 6x squared in the numerator and 2x in the denominator. 2 and 1, 2 times 3. 1x get cancelled out. So what's the answer? 3x. So you get 2 marks. 1 mark for the answer and 1 mark for the method. Question number 6. Using the given figure, find the value of A, B, C. This angle. These two lengths are equal. So isosceles triangle. So this is also equal to this one. Now we know this is 100. This is a straight line. So what is this angle? 180 minus 100. That's 80 degrees. So if we put x here, how can you find out x? X is 180 minus this angle, that's 80, divide by 2. Because the sum of angles in a triangle is 180 degrees. So 100 divided by 2, that's 50 degrees. X means ABC. So 2 marks here. 1 mark for the answer and 1 mark for this method. Now you can try question number 7 to 13. We'll take question number 7. Solve the inequality 3x minus 12 is less than or equal to 0 and represent the solutions on a given number line. So what you do? We have to take minus 12 to the other side. So 3x is less than or equal to 12. Divide both sides by 3. You get x less than or equal to 4. 12 divided by 3. So what it means? This is equal to 4. So you draw a solid circle and this is less than side. So you can draw the arrow towards left hand side. So that's the answer. So any value, either 4 or less than, you can take it. It's not given, only integers, so you can draw the line. So 2 marks for that, 1 mark for this, and 1 mark for drawing the line. Question number 8. If water flows through a pipe with the uniform rate of 1200 liters per hour, 1 hour, 1200 liters. Now they are asking, write the rate in liters per minute. So how many minutes in 1 hour? 60 minutes. That means 1200 liters. So we need 1 minute. Divide by 60. 1200 divided by 60. 0 get cancelled out. 6 times 2, 6 times 2, 12 and 0. 20 liters per minute. How you write that one? Minute, put minus 1 as the power. Per minute. So that's the rate. So you get 1 mark here, 1 mark for division. Question number 9. Find the perimeter of the given sector with radius 14. So perimeter, you need to find out the arc length. So what's arc length? Arc length is equal to 2 pi. Pi is 22/7 into r is 14. This is a quarter of a circle. So you need to divide by 4 or you can multiply by 1/4. That's the arc length. So 7 times 2, 2 times 2, 4, and this 2 get cancelled out with this 2. So you get 22 centimeter is the arc length. So what's the perimeter? Perimeter, you need to add everything. Perimeter, 14, 14, and then 22. 4 and 4, 8, 2, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 50 centimeters is the perimeter. So you get 1 mark for the answer and finding arc length 1 mark. Question number 10. ABCD is a rhombus. Find the value of ADC. ADC is this one. Rhombus means all sides are equal. So this length is equal to this length. All sides are equal. If this is 30, what is this angle? 30, because isosceles triangle. So what is this angle? This angle becomes 180 minus 30 and 30, 60. That's 120 degrees. So this is 120 means D also 120. Opposite angles in a parallelogram are equal. So you can write ADC is equal to 120. So 1 mark for finding this and 1 mark for the final answer. Question number 11. Find the interquartile range of the following frequency distribution. So you have given a data set. How many are there? Count and see. All these in ascending order. And 35. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Odd number of data points. That means one middle number. So 11. How you find out the first quartile? First quartile, you take 11 plus 1, divide by 4. 12 divided by 4, that's the third one. We have to refer the third one when you arrange the data set in increasing order. So already done that. So you can take 1, 2, 3. So that's 15. So Q1 is 15. To find out the interquartile range, you need third quartile as well. So third quartile is 11 plus 1 divided by 4 and multiply by 3, 3/4. So you get here 3 times 3, 9th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 30. So what's the difference between these two? So that's called the interquartile range. Interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1. That's 30 minus 15. So you get 15. So you get 1 mark for the correct answer and 1 mark to find out how you get it. Take the difference between third quartile and the first quartile. Question number 12. Using the given diagram, name a pair of congruent triangles. So congruent. Look at carefully. AF is equal to CD. This length is equal to this length and 90-degree angles are there. What can you say about this triangle and this triangle, both are congruent. Why? What's the reason? So we'll take AFE triangle and BCD triangle. That's a right angle triangle. So EFA and TCB angles are 90 degrees and AE is equal to BD. It's given. AF is equal to CD. So you can say AFE triangle is congruent to BCD. What's the reason? Right angle triangle, hypotenuse and side, RHS. So the reason is RHS. Right angle triangle, hypotenuse and side. So you get, so write down the case of congruency. So you get 1 mark for writing down the case and identifying this 1 mark. Question number 13. Find the values of K and P. So this is a quadratic expression. And here I want to take K to the other side. That's unknown. I can write minus K. Now use completing square method. So how you find out the completing square method and find the square term? Divide the x term by 2. 4 divided by 2, you get 2. And square it, you get 4. So you are adding 4 to make a square term. In order to get no difference, you subtract 4. That's equal to this. Now, what's the square term you can get? X, square root of this. Square root of this is 2. And this sign comes here. X plus 2 squared. 1 minus 4 is minus 3. Now see. You can compare both sides. When you compare, you can see P equals 2 and K. Minus sign is there, so K equals 3. So identifying both the constants, coefficients, 1 mark and 1 mark there. Now you can try question number 14 to 20. 14th one. Write the relationship between the areas of ABCD, parallelogram and ABE. What can you say? ABE triangle. This one. So we know according to 2 parallel lines and this triangle is inside that. So that's half. So we can straight away write down ABE triangle is with the same base AB and within the 2 parallel lines the height is the same. So ABE triangle area is half of ABCD parallelogram. So that's the relationship. Then when you take the second part, write the relationship between the areas of ABD now. ABD triangle and AB. What can you say about that? So here same base within the 2 parallel lines AB and CD. Areas are the same. So you can write ABD area, triangle area is equal to ABE triangle area. Both are the same. So you get 1 mark for this one and 1 mark for this part. Question number 15. If sine theta equals 0.6, you are asked to find out the value of tan theta. So we'll write in a fraction. So multiply by 10, 6 over 10. So when you take a triangle, if the angle is theta and this is a right angle triangle, this means opposite and this is hypotenuse. So here to this angle, this is 6 and hypotenuse is 10. Using Pythagoras, you can find out the other length. So what is this length? 10 squared minus 6 squared and take the square root. 100 minus 36. You get square root of 64. That's 8. So this length is 8. Now we can write down the tan theta ratio. What is tan theta? Opposite over adjacent. Adjacent is 8. Here remember this. So SOHCAHTOA. That means sine is opposite over hypotenuse, cos is adjacent over hypotenuse, and tan is opposite over adjacent. So you can simplify this and write divide by 2, 3 over 4, 0.75. So tan ratio is this. So 1 mark here and 1 mark for finding the other length. Question number 16. If D and E are the midpoints of sides AB and AC of the triangle ABC, write 2 relationships between BC and DE. According to midpoint theorem, we know that DE is parallel to BC. And also, inverse of midpoint theorem, we know that DE is half of BC. So those are the 2 relationships you need to know according to midpoint theorem. So 1 mark here and 1 mark for this step. Select pairs of algebraic terms where their least common multiple is 15x squared y. So we'll have a look. 3x squared and 5y. So when you take the least common factor, least common multiple, you are taking all distinct values with the maximum power. So 3 and 5, 15, x squared and y. So you are getting 15 x squared y. So that means 1 is correct. Take a look at second one. 3x and 15y. That means 3 times 5. I'll write 3 times 5. Instead of 15, I can write 3 times 5y. So you get 3 times 5, 15 xy. So that's not the same. Then you take the third one, 3xy, 5x squared. So when you take the highest power, this is 3 and 5, you get 15 x squared y. So that's also correct. You get 15 x squared y. This one, 5xy, 15 means 3 times 5y. So when you take the highest power, you get 15 xy. So that's not the same. So only 1 and 3. So 1 mark for identifying this and 1 mark for this part. Question number 18. O is the center of the circle. The length of the diameter is AB. So that means this length is 10, this length is 10 radii. And chord AC What can you say about this one? When you draw a perpendicular line from the center to a chord, this is equally divided. If AC is 16, this becomes 8. Find the length of OD. You can use Pythagoras theorem. OD squared is equal to 10 squared minus 8 squared. 100 minus 64, you get 36. So, OD squared is 6 squared. 6 into 6 is 36. So, what is OD? OD becomes 6 centimeters. This is in centimeters. So, 6. So, you get 1 mark here. And using Pythagoras theorem, 1 mark. Question number 19. If a straight line passing through the point 0, 2. What's 0, 2? When x equals 0, the y value, that's the y-intercept. And for 0, find the gradient of the straight line. How do you find out the gradient? If you know 2 points, you can use the formula y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Take the difference. So, you can take any point as y1, x1. So, I'll take this one. 2 minus 0, 0 minus 4. 2 over minus 4, that means minus half. So, slope or gradient is minus half. And you are asked to find out the equation of the straight line. So, what is the equation? Y equals mx plus c minus half x, that's the m value, the gradient. And we know this is the y-intercept. So, you add 2 to that. So, y equals minus half x plus 2. So, you get marks. To find out the gradient, 1 mark, and writing down the equation, you get 1 mark. Question number 20. The diameter of the base and the volume of a right cone are 14 centimeter and 308 cubic centimeters respectively. Find the height of the above cone. The volume of the cone with the radius and height is given 1/3 pi r squared h. So, when you take a cone with radius r and height is this, perpendicular height h, volume is 1/3 pi r squared h. That's given. And diameter is 14. So, diameter is 14 means what is the radius? Half of it. That's 7. Now, you can apply the formula. 1/3 pi. Pi is 22 over 7. R squared. 7 times 7 into h is equal to 308. It's given. That's the volume of a cone. Now, here 7 and 7 get cancelled out. So, what is h? 308. Here, you multiply by 3, divide by 22 and 7. So, you get 7 times 1, 7 times 4, 28, and 28 again, 4. So, now you can divide by 22. 22 times 2 is 44. So, what's the height? 2 times 3, 6. This is in centimeters. So, 6 centimeters is the answer. So, you get 2 marks for that. So, 1 mark here and 1 mark for the method. Now, you can try last 5 questions, 21 to 25. Question number 21. O is the center of the circle and PQRS is a cyclic quadrilateral. So, what is cyclic means? All the points on a circle. QR side is produced to T if SRT is 70 degrees and QSR is 60 degrees. So this one 60. Find the value of QPS. QPS is this angle. How can we find out? Look at carefully. When you produce this one, this is the exterior angle. So according to circle theorems, the exterior angle is the opposite interior angle. So this is for a cyclic quadrilateral. So if this is 70, you can straight away take this is 70. So that's the circle theorem. You can write QPS is 70. What's the reason? Exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to opposite interior angle. Here you don't need to write this because you get only 2 minutes and 24 seconds. They are looking at only the answer in part A. So exterior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is equal to opposite interior angle. So this is 70. Now we'll try to find out the other one. Find the value of QOR. This one. Look at carefully to this chord. This is the center of this circle. So this is the angle subtended at the center. And this one is the angle subtended on the circumference. So what can you say about QOR? QOR is double of that, 2 times 60, because angle subtended at the center is double as the angle subtended on the circumference. So this is 120. So 1 mark for this and 1 mark for this part. Question number 22. An angle of depression of X from A is 40. So how can you mark that? Angle of depression means always from horizontal line. So this angle is given. Angle of depression is 40 degrees. Then it says angle of elevation of D from X is 65. Mark the above data on the following diagram. Now you can mark the angle of elevation. So what's that angle? This angle is given 65 degrees. So we mark angle of depression and angle of elevation. So we can give 1 mark for this and 1 mark for this step. Question number 23. That's 2 equations without solving the equations. So simultaneous equations, find the value of m minus n. So when you get an expression, sometimes you get m plus n. So either you subtract or add the 2 equations. Now you need minus, so we can subtract the 2 equations. 1, 2. We'll subtract and see what we get. 1 minus 2. 5m and m, when you subtract, that's 4m. Minus 3n and minus n, minus 4n. 16 minus 8, 8. Now divide everything by 4. M minus n equals 8 divided by 4 is 2. So that's what we need, m minus n. So you get 1 mark here and 1 mark for subtracting the two equations. Question number 24. The sample space is whole numbers in between 0 and 10. So A is the prime numbers between 0 and 10. So A. What are the elements, prime numbers? 2, 3, 5, 7. If a number is selected randomly, find the probability of getting a prime number. So they are asking what's probability of getting A. So number of elements in A over number of elements in the sample space. So what's sample space? 0 to 10. 0 is not included. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So how many digits? You get 10. So out of 10, so NS equals 10 and NA equals, I'll write here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 elements. So what's the probability? 4 over 10, or you can simplify and write 2 over 5. Divide both the numerator and the denominator by 2. We get 1 mark for this probability and identifying this 1 mark. Question number 25. This is the last question in part A. Draw a rough sketch to show the locus of point E on DC equidistant to AB and AD. AB and AD. So what's the locus you need to know? Angle bisector. But we know there are 4 loci points you need to know. Equidistance from a point, that's a circle. Equidistance from 2 points, that's the perpendicular bisector. And then equidistance from 2 lines is the angle bisector. And last one, equidistance from a line is 2 parallel lines. So here you have to do this one, angle bisector. So what you do? Take the compass and you can bisect this angle. So take any length you like and you can mark an arc here and here. And then you take any length on the same length. I'll take longer length and you can mark the arc in between. And also keep the compass on top of this point and draw the other arc. And now we can connect this point and this intersecting point so that you get the point E. Point E is on DC. So E is here. So angle bisector, so this angle is equal to this angle and you can mark the point E. So you get marks, 1 mark for angle bisector and marking the point E correctly, that's 1 mark. So we covered all 25 questions in part A. So we'll look at part B now. Now you can do part B. So 5 questions. So you can answer in the spaces given. So try 1 and 2. Question number 1. That's about fractions and finding relationship. So we'll do it here. A trade spent 1/3 of money he took to the market to buy fruits and 1/4 of the remainder to buy vegetables and the rest to buy other groceries for his shop. What portion of the money is left after buying fruits? So 1/3 for fruits. So what's the remaining part. Remaining part is 1 minus 1/3. So 1 I can write 3/3 minus 1/3. That's 2/3. That's the first part. I can give 2 marks for that. Second part, what portion of money is spent on buying vegetables? So it says 1/4 of the remained to buy vegetables. So 1/4 of 2/3. So for vegetables is 1/4 of 2/3. 2 and here 2. So 1/3 times 2, 6. That's 1/6. So I can give 2 marks for this one as well. Third part, write the relationship between the money spent on buying fruits and vegetables and buying other groceries. So when you look at the question, it says the rest to buy other groceries for his shop. So what's the rest now? We have 2/3, 1/3 for fruits. And then vegetables, we got 1/6. So what's the other part? Other part for buying groceries. So you can write down the relationship between the money spent on buying fruits and vegetables and buying other groceries. So for the whole part. So 1/3 plus. Then we found 1/6 for fruits. For vegetables, 1/3 for fruits, 1/3 for vegetables, and for groceries, you can find using 1 minus these two. So we'll first find out the total parts for what are the two things? Fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables. So find the sum. 6 is the common denominator. So convert to 6. 2 times this. So 2 times 1, 2. So you get 3/6. That means half. So for groceries also you need to spend half. So half. 1 minus half means you get half. This is 2/2 minus half. So that's half. So that's the relationship. Half for groceries and half for fruits and vegetables. Fourth part. If the money spent on buying vegetables is 2,400, find the amount of money spent on buying groceries. So vegetables. So how many parts for vegetables? 1/6. So 1/6 means 2,400 rupees. That's for vegetables. So money spent on buying groceries means half. So what is one part is this. And what is groceries means? Half, how can you write as base 6 multiplied by 3. So 3 times 1, 3. So you need to find out 3 parts of 6 multiplied by 3. So 0, 0, 3 times 4, 12, 1 remaining. 3 times 2, 6 plus 1, 7. So 7,200 200 spent for buying groceries. So this is for groceries. Now, how we can give marks? So that's 4 parts question. We already gave 4 marks, 2 here and 2 here. So we can give, this is just addition 1 mark and 2. 4 and 3, 7 and 3 marks for this question. 7 plus 3, 10 marks altogether. Now you can try question number 2. This is about area. So we'll do step by step. The figure shows a rectangular land area of a garden with length 48 meters and breadth 24. So this is 48 given. The semicircular part and the triangular part are flower beds. Semicircular part and the triangle, these are flower beds. And the other area is covered with grass. The green part is the area for grass. Find the arc length of the semicircular part. This one, arc length. So we'll do the first part, arc length. How do you find out the arc length? This is a semicircle. So half into 2 pi r. Half 2 pi. Pi is 22 over 7. And what is the radius? This is the diameter, 42. 42 is the diameter. Divide by 2. That's 21 is the radius. Now simplify. This 2 get cancelled out with this 2. 7 times 1 and 7 times 3. 22 times 3, 66 meters is the arc length. This one. So you get 2 marks for that. Next part. There is a fence around the flower bed. Find the length of the fence. Here flower bed means this part here around this unshaded part. So you don't need this way. Arc length here and these lengths. So I can write length of the fence is equal to, now we found out this is 66. 66 for this part. So what is this one? It says 4 meters here, 4 meters there. So 8 meters. This one, breadth is 24, this is 10. 24 minus 10, this is 14. So you have to add 14 and this one, it's 48 given. So this is 48. So we added this 8, 66, 14 and 48. What's the answer? 8 plus 6, 14, 14 and 12. 14 and 12, 26. 2 remaining. So 8, 9, 9 plus 4, 13. 136 meters is the fence, length of the fence. So you can get 2 marks for this part as well. Now we look at the next one. Find the total area covered with grass. How can we find out this area? So you can find out the total area, that's the rectangle area minus area of the semicircle and area of the triangle. So area is equal to required area. 24 times 48 is the area of the rectangle minus area of the semicircle, half pi r squared. Pi is 22/7. R, we found that's 21. So 21 squared. And then you have to subtract area of the triangle. So what's the area of the triangle? Half into base length is 48 into height. Height we found 14. This one we found 14 before. Now simplify and find out the answer. 2 times 22, you get 11. 7 times 3. Then here 2 times 7. And now we'll simplify. What's 24 times 48? You have to multiply and get the answer. 20 and 4, 16. 2 times 4, 8 plus 1, 9. 4 times 8, 32. 4 times 4, 16 plus 3, 19. 15, 11. 1152 minus, what's this answer? 21 times 3, 63. 63 times 11. What's the easiest way to multiply by 11? You write down the two numbers separately, first and the last, and then you add it. 6 plus 3, 9. So that's 693. And subtract 48 minus 48 times 7. 7 times 8, 56. 5 remaining. 7 times 4, 28 plus 5, 33. Now add these two, 693 and 336. 9, 12 and this 10. And subtract from 1152. 1029. 3 and this is 4, so 2. 1. 123. 123 is the area. 123. This is about area, square meters. So we can give 3 marks for this because you have to find out 3 areas. So 3 marks for this part. Now we'll look at the next one. To grow grass, another rectangular land area equal to the area of ABE is attached to the side AB from outside the ABCD land area. Find the breadth of the above rectangular land area and draw a rough sketch on the above figure to show the new attachment with measurements. So that area is equal to the area of ABE. So we need to attach a rectangular area like this. The area of the triangle is equal to the area of this rectangle. Now, how we find out? What's the area of the triangle? We did that before. Area of the triangle is half times 48 times 14. So this area, 336. So this should be 336 square meters. So how you find out this length? we know length is 48. This is 48. So breadth of the rectangle 336 divided by 48. That's 7. 7 times 8, 56. 5 remaining. 7 times 4, 28 plus 5, 33. So 7. So breadth is 7 meters. So you get a rectangle with 7 meters here. So they are asking, find the breadth of the above rectangular land area and draw a rough sketch on the above figure to show the new attachment. So that's the new attachment. So you get for this part 3 marks. Look at the total we have given already. 2 here, 2, 4, 4 plus 3 is 7 and 7. So you get 2 marks for finding breadth, and drawing the sketch you get 1 mark. So altogether you get 10 marks. Now you can do question number 3 and 4. So question number 3 about simple interest and compound interest. So try to do that. We'll do part A. A government servant borrowed 200,000 rupees at 8% annual simple interest. Find the total interest that should be paid in 2 years. So what's the simple interest? How do you find out simple interest? The value is 200,000 rupees and 8% value, 8 over 100. This is for 1 year. But we need for 2 years, you multiply by 2. So simplify, 2 zeros get cancelled out and you get 8 times 2, 16. 16 times 2,000. 3 zeros and 16 times 2, 32. So you get 32,000 rupees. Find the total amount that should be paid to settle the loan in 2 years. So this is just the interest. Borrowed 200,000 rupees. So what's the amount? Total amount that you have to give? Total amount is equal to 200,000 rupees plus the interest. 32,000. So what's the answer? You get 232,000 rupees. That's the amount you have to give with the interest. This is simple interest question. So we can give 2 marks to find out the simple interest, and this is also 2 marks. So altogether 4 marks now. We'll look at the second part. That's part B. If he plans to deposit the loan amount as a fixed deposit in a bank which pay a 12% annual compound interest, find the total amount received at the end of 2 years. So the loan amount, same amount, 200,000 rupees. Now it's compound interest. So asking what's the total amount you have to, amount received at the end. What's the amount deposited? 200,000. And this is compounded 12%. If you give 100, you get 112. So 112 over 100. This is after 1 year. But this is for 2 years. So you have to multiply by, again, 112 over 100. No need to calculate this one separately. So you can straight away, again, you can multiply. This is the amount after 1 year. Again, multiply by 112 over 100. Now simplify. 2 zeros with this 2 and this 2 zeros with this one. So 20 into 112 times 112. So we'll multiply 112 times 112, 100, 10 and 2. So you multiply by 2 here and add it. 4, 5, 2, 1. Now multiply by 2. 1, 2, 5, 4, 4. Multiply by 2 and put a 0. So put a 0. 2 times 4, 8, 8. 2 times 5, 10. 1 remaining. 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5. 2 times 1, 2. So the amount is 250,880 rupees. So that's the total amount received at the end of 2 years. Now we'll take the next part. Calculate the profit received at the end of 2 years. Now what are the values we got? So to calculate the profit, you need the 2 values. So in the first part we did, so the total amount that should be paid, 232,000. And you are getting this value. So difference between these two is the profit you get. 250,880 minus 232,000. So when you subtract, you get the profit. 0, 8, 8. 8 plus 2, 10. Here, 4, 5. 18,880 rupees. So that's the profit he gets. Now we need to give marks. Just see how many marks we gave for the first 2 parts. 2 and 2, 4. And you can get 3 marks for this because you have to multiply twice. So 3 marks for this. So 7 and 3 marks for this. You get 10 altogether. Now you can try question number 4. The following frequency distribution shows the marks obtained by 60 students for 3 geometric questions on a mathematics paper. So you have to draw histogram in the graph and draw frequency polygon on above histogram. We'll take the first part, the following frequency distribution. So here marks given. Here what are these? There's no gap. So class boundaries given. So you need to find out these 2 numbers first. If equal number of students obtain marks for the class interval 0 to 5 and 5 to 10, complete the above table. So altogether how many students? 60. We'll add and see how many are here. 15, 12, 27, 27 and 13. What's the number? You are adding. When you are adding, you get 40. So 20 here. 20 divided by 2 because equal. So 20 divided by 2. This is 10. This is 10. So that's the first part. So complete the above table. You get we can give 1 mark. Just 1 mark for that. Now take the next part. Draw a histogram relevant to the above information. So we found out this is 10 and 10. Now we need to draw it. First, before you draw the histogram, you have to find out whether class widths are equal. 0 to 5, that's 5. 5 to 10, that's 5. 10 to 15, 5. 15 to 20, that's 5. 20 to 25, 25. So that's equal. So you can take the frequency straight away. You don't have to divide. So what are the intervals 0 to? Starting with 0, 30. So we need to divide it. And frequencies, maximum 15. So we'll take here, this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. And when you take the scale, I can start from 0 and each 5 squares I can put 5. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 is the maximum. So here it's too small. So I can change my scale. So better to take 10 squares. 10 squares, 5 units. 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So that's the maximum. And then how you label this? This is about marks. Marks here. Then this side, 15 is the maximum. So we'll take two small squares. One, that's 5, 5, 10, 15. So this is number of students. Now what is 1 square means? 5 for 10 squares. So each one small square worth, each 2 squares worth 1. So this 2 squares means 1 unit. So remember when you are marking these numbers. Now we'll draw the histogram first. 0 to 5, that's 10. 5 to 10, that's 10. 10 to 15, that's 15. 15 to 20, 12. So that means 10, 11, 12. This one. This one. Then 20 to 25, 9. 9 means 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And finally 25 to 30, 4. 1, 2. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is here. That's the histogram. And then finally, you need to draw the frequency polygon. Now, to mark the frequency polygon, you need the other side as well. So here, we'll extend the line here. And now we'll mark the midpoints of each bar to draw the frequency polygon. So here, these are the midpoints of each bar. And here you need to connect to the midpoint of this interval as well as midpoint of this one, previous one. Now you can draw the line. Complete the frequency polygon. So you get this one and complete this polygon. You have to draw this line as well. So that's the frequency polygon. Now we need to give marks for this. Now how we can give marks? We can give histogram 4 marks and frequency polygon 4 marks, and we can increase the marks for this part by 1. So each one, I can give 2 marks. So 4 and 4, 8 plus 2, 10 marks altogether. Now you can do question number 5. That's the last question in paper 1. That's a probability question. So try that one. In a bag, there are 6 identical cards. A multiple of 5 out of the first multiples of 5 is written on each card. So what are the first multiples of 5? 5, 10, 15, 20 and 25. A card is taken out from the bag at random and noted down its number and returns it back to the bag. So with replacement. And repeats this process once more. Show the sample space of the above experiment on a grid. And on the grid encircle the event of getting a card containing a multiple of 10 on both occasions and find the probability of this event. So this is part A. So we can draw it here. So how we draw the sample space diagram? So we need 5 numbers. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. So we can take here. And this is the other side. And what's this one? This is the first noted and card is taken. First card I can write. This is the second card. What are the numbers? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Here also same thing. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And what are the outcomes? You can get 5, 5, 5, 10, 5, 15, 5, 20, 5, 25. Same as with 10. You get all possibilities because this is replacing. So you get the same numbers for the second time as well. Altogether how many? 5 times 5, 25 outcomes are there. Altogether 25 outcomes are there. Now read it again. In a bag there are 6 identical cards. What happened here? I took only 5. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can get another possibility. So this is 6 identical cards are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can take 30 as well. So that means I'm getting another row and a column with 6 into 6 altogether. 36 possibilities are there. So show the sample space of the above experiment on a grid. On the grid encircle of the event of getting card containing a multiple of 10. So multiple of 10 for both occasions. So both occasions multiple of 10. What are the numbers? 5 you can't take. 10 with 10, 10 with 20, 10 with 30, 20 with 10, 20, 30, and 30 with 10, this and this. So those are the possibilities. If A is both multiples of 10, so how many are there altogether? 6 out of 36. So probability of A is, so probability of A equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 out of altogether 36. So when you simplify, you get 1 over 4. So we can give marks now. 2 marks for finding probability and 3 marks for the diagram. So this is 5 marks for part A. Now we'll take part B. If in the above random experiment, the second card is taken out without replacing the first card, that means this is dependent case, not replacing. So the probabilities are changing. Event A is getting only the odd multiples of 5. So what are the possibilities of odd multiples of 5? So all are multiples of 5, but odd numbers are 5, 15, 25. So 3 possibilities out of 6. So what's the probability here? 3 over 6. B is the event getting only the multiples of 10. So what are the possibilities of getting multiples of 10? 10, 20, 30. 3 possibilities out of 6. Then how you find out the next one, getting the next one? You can draw another branch. That's the second take. A, B, A, B. So this is the second case. I'll write here. So you can write this one, second take. Now probabilities are changing because you have already taken 1. So how many odd multiples are there if you take 1? Now 2. 2 out of 5 because you have already taken 1. So 2 out of 5, all the other ones now. Multiples of 10. So that's 3 there. So 3 over 5. Now when you take this one, what's the probability now? This is different. Probability of getting B here. Only B has taken out. So what are the possibilities in A? 3 over 5. And this one already taken 1. This becomes 2 over 5. So answer this question. Using the tree diagram, find the probability of obtaining an odd multiple of only 5 on only one occasion. So multiple of 5, odd multiple of 5 is, that's A. So you need to get only one A. So what are the possibilities to get one A? You can get either A with B or B with A. So these are the 2 possibilities. So find probability of A with B plus probability with B with A. You can't take both A's. So find the probability. 3 over 6 into 3 over 5 plus 3 over 6 into 3 over 5. So this into this, so both 3 over 5. So you get 9 over 30 and 9 over 30. So when you add it, you get 18 over 30. You can simplify this. You can divide by 6. 3 and 5. So 3/5. So we can give marks, 3 marks for the tree diagram and 2 marks for finding the probability. So we completed paper 1, all questions, and we'll discuss paper 2 next.